welcome back to Blessed Shadows. I want to wish everyone happy holidays and a happy new year. Here at Blessed Shadows, we do fantasy, cosplay, and boudoir photo shoot makeup tutorials, as well as some get ready with me's. Today's a pretty chatty get ready with me, so go ahead and get your brushes, get your face primed, and let's go ahead and get started with this fawn look. Alright, now that our base is set, we're going to pop into this orange in the Wet n Wild Pac-Man palette. Just want to wish everyone a happy new year. I know it's been a really rough couple of years. Hope everyone had a safe holiday weekend. Although it has been a rough couple of years, I hope everyone has something that they can lean into. For myself, I lean into my art a lot. Working full-time and going to school full-time is really hard, especially with everything else going on. So I do lean into my art heavily to help keep me grounded and remind me what's worth, hanging out for, being around. Today we're going for quite a forest spirit look, so I'm going to contour my nose with some orange just a little bit, and contour my lips as well. I'm trusting the process on this one, so we'll see where it goes. Gonna go back over that a little bit with my foundation, just to tone it down a smidge. There we go. So I do hope everyone had a safe and merry holidays, whatever you celebrate, if you celebrate anything at all. I had the first Christmas off in what feels like a decade. I bounced around between several jobs in that time, so I'm not certain if that's accurate, but it was nice to have some time off to spend with family and loved ones. I am still getting used to these chatty get ready with me videos, so I hope you'll bear with me if I trip over my words quite frequently, as I don't really write down a script or anything like that at this point, although this video is making me think that I probably should. But yeah, so drop in the comments, what are you hoping to try out this year, if anything at all? Bear in mind that it is okay if you are getting through it. Our main goal is to just survive all this nonsense. You don't have to be starting 5 new businesses, despite what hustle culture tells you. So I hope that everyone is well, doing okay, and still learning something new as we go about life. This year I learned how to work on my car myself, minimally, nothing too serious, but I've been learning to take care of it myself, so that's been a good thing to learn. And I've been watching a lot of Whitney Hedrick's content, and I do really love her content. I love her, I think she's great. I've been working on that high maintenance energy myself, and she's also inspired me to buy less from the beauty community, because she did a while ago, she did a video going over how much her makeup collection is worth, and although I buy basically exclusively drugstore brands, I do have quite a hefty collection, so I've actually been learning how to do my makeup every day for work. That way I can start to make a dent in all this makeup I have, because saving it just for shoots just isn't doing it anymore. I'd like to see the end of a palette at least once in my life, so I'm working on that. It's no good to have $3,000 worth of makeup product, whatever mine's worth. I haven't done an audit. Don't know if I really plan to. I don't know if I really want to see that number. It would obviously make me feel really guilty and really silly to see that number, so I'm hoping to just kind of bypass that and start with a low buy for this next coming year. And I don't think I'll be really sharing content on how my low buy is going, but I certainly can if you are interested in that type of stuff from me. This is a brand new channel. We are focusing mainly on makeup tutorials, but if you'd like me to branch out and let you guys in on how my no buy is going, I'd be happy to do that as well. Let's deepen that orange a little bit. But yeah, I've been going through a lot of low buy and no buy content on YouTube. because I do have quite a shopping problem. I am a very impulsive person, and although that's all fun and games when it comes to trying out a new style of art or something, it gets pretty heavy when it comes to the financials, because I do own a house now, and I need to be responsible with my finances and not go buying every single thing that I want. Because my problem is that I have my own sugar daddy, but I'm not yet making sugar daddy money with all my art businesses. Speaking of which, if you're not already following me on Instagram, go follow me on BlessedShadows Instagram. I'm also at BlessedShadows.com, BlessedShadows on TikTok, and subscribe to my spicy sites if you'd like to help our bro out. I really appreciate your patronage. It is a lot of fun. I do love what I do. Makes me really happy. I'm just gonna go in, trace my brow a little bit with this Maybelline highlight. And then Pac-Man has this little shimmer that I'm gonna dip into as well. I am working on an empties collection for a future empties video that I'm really excited about. Hopefully you are too, but of course hit me up in the comments. Let me know if you have any ideas or themes you'd like me to explore with makeup. I'm gonna start doing some tryout videos where I don't necessarily follow along someone else's tutorial, but I'll pick a theme I haven't actually done before, and we'll give it a try together and see how it goes. And I have this little mini elf palette that has a little gold that we'll be tapping into. I do wonder, since we're going into yet another year of this pandemic, I wonder what everyone else is doing to stay sane. I do work with a lot of sick patients, so I fortunately haven't gotten too terribly sick. Yeah, I haven't gotten too terribly sick. And my family is very, very luckily still healthy. Wondering how everyone else is staying sane during this time. As I mentioned earlier, I am doing my art quite heavily. It's a little bit more difficult with school going on, but I do try to keep a balance and stay artistically inclined. Now we're going in with a Rimmel. This one might be on its last legs, to be perfectly honest. But it's doing all right. And now some liquid liner. Gonna drag that out quite dramatically. Haven't done a big wing in quite some time. I'm curious, when doing huge wings, do you all fill it in with a powder eyeshadow, or do you use your liquid eyeliner to go in there and finish it up? Just very curious on that. Don't have quite a black, but I do have a really deep purple. I'm just going to pat in there, see if I can save some eyeliner. And of course, beware of fallout. And if you ever have a hard time keeping your hand still when you're doing eyeliner, I do recommend resting your elbow on your other hand. It makes it a lot easier to keep it steady. And I won't talk about it too much in this video, but depending on what you do for work, you may have heard that AVN stars also, they pulled an OnlyFans, so to speak, except AVN stars is not letting you monetize content at all now, which is a long way of saying that I'm back on OnlyFans because I'm tired of switching between platforms and gotta keep your content somewhere. So I quit AVN stars, now I'm on Fansly and OnlyFans. So come check me out there. Yes, it is super frustrating having website after website make the decision, or let me rephrase that. They are not, I don't think, themselves deciding to ban content. It sounds like, from what I've done in my research, I encourage you to do your own research if you're in the industry. It sounds like the payment processing, the credit card companies and all that jazz are the ones that are saying don't want money being used in that way, and they're the ones that are essentially having websites shut down this ability for us to make money and make art and fend for ourselves. So I won't talk about that too much. Now let me carve out my nose just a little bit more. So as I was saying previously, I hope everyone had a safe and good holiday. I know for many of the other folks in the queer community, holidays can be a hard time. We don't always have family on our side or family to go home to. So I hope that everyone is well and had an okay and safe time, if not even a blast, because you deserve it. Speaking of families, since I have my own home now, this was actually the first Christmas where I didn't have to be anywhere and feel super out of place. I got to stay home, and it was a lovely, lovely way to spend my day. And then later my partner came over. And thank you for bearing with me. I do plan to stop saying at a catastrophic rate. As I mentioned, I am getting used to these chatty get ready with me's. They are something I like to do more of. So I will be learning how to collect my thoughts in a more timely manner, I suppose, and say less. So we'll see how we get there. If you're at home, you can play a drinking game where you take a sip of tea or whatever you're drinking, and every time I say or you can take a shot of tea and stay very well hydrated for the day. And you can use your blush to contour. I'm really pasty, so I feel really weird using bronzers. Part of it is probably because I haven't found my right shade, but it honestly just makes me feel really weird using it anyway, just because it just doesn't look good on me. Most of that has to probably do with user error, so I am working on it. But so far I do prefer to just use blush to contour and highlight, because I think it looks a lot more natural on me given how pale I am. I do not have a darker orange to deepen this. I'm going to try a red to deepen that a little bit, see how that goes. Oh, that's lovely. There we go. Alright, and trusty mascara. And what I said earlier about not really being used to these chatty get ready with me's, how I didn't write out an outline or a script, which is super duper obvious at this point. I will most definitely be doing that next time, because I feel like this video is all over the place. And we try to be a little more streamlined here, don't we? I've recently been wearing magnetic lashes, and I honestly don't know how I feel about them, because I feel like they're not very wig compatible. The portions of my hair that tend to fly on my face tend to knock them right off my face. So I think I'll actually be sticking with the glue down ones. I have been using the Profusion lashes and lash glue almost exclusively. So I'm wondering if switching up the brand will help at all. But I guess we'll see sometime. Just caught a visual of myself in the camera. It looks like I'm trying to eat my lipstick. Promise I'm not. If anyone is wondering, this is a Maybelline lipstick. It is one of it is plum for me. It's one of those made just for you shades. I think there's 5 or 6 of them. This one's my favorite. I think it does really well with my really pale complexion. And since I did my blush in the wrong order, I'm gonna go back in and touch up those white freckles that I had on earlier. All right, let's set it. Not too bad at all. What do y'all think? Can't forget the horns. And if you are interested, I do make horn headdresses over in my Etsy shop. I'm of course BlessedShadows over on Etsy. The Christmas season has passed, but if you still want to rock some new horns for the new year, go ahead and take a look. Alright, and here's the finished look. I think it'll do great in this photo shoot. The blush is there, but it's not too terribly severe. Lip shade came out great, and I think the oranges and the yellows will really work out well together. Thanks for bearing with me during this messy get ready with me video. I promise I'll have an outline next time so we can stay on topic. If you do have any future topics you'd like me to talk about, please drop them in the comments below. DM me here or DM me on Instagram at BlessedShadows, and I'd be happy to try and make a video about what you'd like to see. And as always, thanks so much for getting ready with me. Thanks for tagging along. Love you all very much. Hope you have a blessed new year. Thank you.